Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before we do the watch talk, let's just get some personal things out of the way. I'm back to 100 carbs a day. I was on August 1st, 2018, I was down from 245 to 200 pounds. I'd got rid of my inner fat, man. 200 is a good weight for me. It went up a little bit, and then during the pandemic lockdown, it went up quite a bit. I was up to 230. I'm about 223 now. I'm back to 100 carbs. I'll go back down to 2. I can't eat more than 100 carbs. My wife is on a similar program. She gained weight during the pandemic too. So it's a relief to have clear goals when it comes to your health. So get that out of the way. Oh man, it's been a little stressful. I can't wait till my girls go back to school in the fall. It's really hard to get your children to do their schoolwork when they're at home all the time. I mean, it's not the same. When you have a teacher marshaling them to do their work in the classroom, it's just easier. And you know that, and I'm trying to import grading rubrics on my Canvas site for my college class. I messed it up. I had to have tech support do it, and it stresses me out when I have to do this type of stuff. And it made me think. I had one carefree day in my life, guys. 1972 summer. I was at the 7-Eleven down at the bottom of my house, Green Ridge Road, Castro Valley, California. I was drinking a cherry Slurpee, and this song by Looking Glass called "Brandy, You're a Fine Girl." That was on. I always think about that day. No worries. I mean, the biggest worry I had during that time was modulating the consumption of the Slurpee so I wouldn't get a freeze headache. I mean, when that's your biggest worry of the day, not getting a freezer headache, you're doing pretty good. But those days are over. All right, so here's what I want to talk about today in terms of watches. I want to talk about why really good lume is so important for Seiko's brand. Now, what I have here are two Seiko MM200s. The blue one, the cyan blue one, the SBDC0125, is a previous generation to this all steel monochromatic SBDC0125. So you got the 065 here, 125 here. And they're very similar in build quality, and I love them both. I love wearing them. I'm not selling them. But I have to tell you something about these watches. The lume on the SBDC0165 is better than the 125 in the new generation, and this is true of the I sold the blue dial one thinking that it would be an improvement over this one, but it wasn't. And so what I want to tell you is, when you have, let me light these up. Let me light these up. When you have good lume, one of the pleasures of a Seiko watch is not just the fact that the lume gives you great light in a dark environment, but it's just more dramatic when you're wearing it on your wrist in the day. And the beauty of this blue dial is that it's very dramatic, the contrast of those lume markings, indices, and they're just not as dramatic on this one. Now, they're going to look a little dramatic because if you light it up with your flashlight, it's gonna be more dramatic. But you don't have to do it as much on the 065. I think it's a real buzzkill to spend, you know, significantly less money on the earlier generation and enjoy the lume, and then spend more money, you know, $300 more, and to go less lume. Not just because you want lume, but because of the drama on the dial. You're losing drama on the dial. Now, the same can be said for the $1,300 Willard. They didn't give it the true lume treatment, and I love the Willard, but you gotta light it up to give it drama on the wrist. It's a real buzzkill to have enjoyed that rich contrast on the dial with the lume, and then why would Seiko charge you more and then go mediocre on the lume? Now, my tunas have the best lume I've ever had. And I mean, it's tempting. Of course, I got the new Sapphire models out there, but I just can't do it, man. I don't connect with quartz enough to justify the price. But the lume is so dramatic. It doesn't even matter if you're wearing it in the day. It's just so dramatic on the wrist. You can see it in daylight. I mean, these are amazing. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I own the black dial version of this MM200. 3 years ago, I bought it from Bruce at the Bruce Williams channel. And it didn't come with a stock bracelet, and I put a strap code bracelet on it. It was okay. But I mean, I've been thinking about that watch for the last month because just the black dial is a different vibe than the blue. And I even had a dream. I had a dream that I had it about 3 nights ago. Dude, are you dreaming about watches again? So I just want to let you guys know I'm very happy with the Willard and the 125, the SBDC Metal MM200. These are just amazing watches. Willard is the most comfortable watch I've ever had. But I don't understand the logic of charging $300–400 more for a watch and then going mediocre on the lume. Because then you're going to carry a flashlight in your pocket and you're going to constantly increase the drama. What is that like? It's like you're like one of those Marvel superheroes who drinks that potion that makes you strong. I can't remember what it's called. Vibrium, I don't know what it is, but you're clearly you have a watch addiction if you're always pulling your flashlight. Now, it does look a lot better. I'm telling you, it should be this way all the time. You shouldn't need to blow a flashlight on your watch, and you don't have to do it. I want to tell you guys something. I had an SBDC0125 and an 053. I don't have those anymore, but I want to let you guys know. They had really good lume, more like the 065. It was on that level, and because of that, the contrast in the daylight was very dramatic. I just can't help it now. Now I have a new addiction. Why buy watches when you can just stick a flashlight on them all day? And so the 051 and 053 had excellent lume, better lume than these more expensive MM200 models. And I really think Seiko, look Seiko, this is why people go to you. People put up with some quality control issues, but people need your lume. It's your brand, it's your drama, it's your forte, it's your strength, it's your calling card. Don't mess with it, man. Since you know how to do lume, since you know how to be the alpha when it comes to your tuna, why don't you just do it on all your stuff? Come on, that's your bread and butter. I don't know. Who am I? I'm just some dude who can barely upload a rubric on my Canvas site. I'm just some dude who's playing brandy. You're a fine girl in his head. Don't listen to me. But anyway, this is a great watch here. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think, man. Are you addicted like I am to that drama on the Seiko because of the contrast of the lume on the dial? And when you don't get that contrast, you're kind of disappointed with the Seiko that you have. For me, I find a little disappointment, a little bit of a buzzkill. But this 065, it fulfills the risk-present situation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think. Until next time, I'm out.